New update in NBA SuperCard. We're going to take a look at the details. We're going to jump into the game. Hopefully it gives us more information on what they actually added, i.e. changed in the game. But we figured that one thing was going to come. Either it was going to be PvP or it was going to be team events. Looks like we did get PvP. Not necessarily the thing that I wanted, but at least it is a way for us to play the game during the week when there's no events. Not on Mondays. It also gives us a way to get SuperCoins, start accumulating those to when more things come in the Superstore. Then we can actually spend them on things that we want. But let's take a look at this. Y'all are going to have to let me know. What do you think about this stuff? This is, again, the same types of things that we see in WWE SuperCard. So that's why I figured team events will be coming next. Hopefully, if not, I guess more game modes for PvP. But first off, it says head-to-head is here. That's the very first game mode. We did have head-to-head, or a game mode like head-to-head in my NBA before. Check out improvements to Champions and Team Battleground game modes. Now, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do to Champions. Hopefully, take away the stupid charging per individual thing where they gives you energy, some gives you stat boost, some gives you like that. I like it to where you just put in the energy and that's all you have to do and that's all you have to think about, and that's just a lot easier for me to do. I can't keep up with Champions the way it's structured now, so I typically don't even play Champions. Team Battlegrounds can certainly see a lot more improvements. One of them being deck balancing, no doubt about it. I've seen decks that have 5 of the highest cards, and the highest person on your team is like 25 deck score below you, where they only have 2 or 3 of the highest tier cards. Same with the bottom. I played a match in which I had 5 of the worst cards. I have 5 emeralds and 1 sapphire. And the 2 bottom decks that I faced had 4 sapphires and 2 emeralds. So when you only have 1 sapphire and you go against 4 sapphires and 5 of the worst cards, it makes it really difficult to play Team Battlegrounds. So hopefully they set limits on how many best cards or worst cards that a player can receive to at least balance it out in some way. We also got a new icon, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's nice that they change it up, you know, as things are progressing throughout the game, that they change the icons. Be nice if they change the load screens and stuff like that. Make things just a little bit different so we don't look at the same thing over and over and over again. I wonder if we're also going to get new cards too. That would be nice to see some new cards in each of the tiers, all the way down to even bronze, silver, and gold. Be able to get new cards like that would be absolutely awesome. New head-to-head mode now available. Complete against others in NBA SuperCard players and earn SuperCoins. I wonder if we're going to get a chance to play this. Hey, we got Skylar Diggins Smith, another point guard. Another yellow arrow. Did y'all see the stats of her card? Absolutely crazy, man. Playmaking and offense. Actually, you know what? I think she close to almost 4 stat the Steve Nash, from at least close to it. I mean, her card is significantly better. But let's see where this is at in here. Okay, there we go. We got the PvP right there. See if we could check out the rewards. Welcome to PvP, where you can compete against other players to earn weekly rewards and SuperCoins. One of the coolest things about PvP is momentum. Let's take a look. I totally forgot that there's momentums now. That's where the momentums come from in WWE, is on here. And it's a significant stat boost. So for those of you that do not know, obviously we're going to see here in a second, but it significantly boosts the stats, all 4 stats of whatever cards you put in there, and depending on how well you do in PvP determines how many momentums you can get. You can get up to 5, at least I'm going to assume it's the same in here. One of the coolest things about, yeah, momentum, we just read that. Okay, hey, Team Battleground rewards ended as well. Okay, we're going to claim that. So let's check out these momentums. Yep, 5 slots set up exactly the same. You can put your cards in an open momentum slot to give them a 5% stat increase. Now at low tiers, at these low tiers, it's really not gonna impact the card too much. WWE SuperCard, we're in the 5 million, 6 million, 7 millions for stats. So 5% is a pretty significant jump. When we're only talking about 1,500 and lower, it's not going to be that significant. But anyways, it will help the overall team deck though. So if you are one of those teams or your own deck, borderline Ruby tier, trying to get into that Ami tier, these momentum slots will help boost the stats of your cards, boost the decks of your top 8s, and that way can get you into that next tier. So these are definitely, it pays off to be able to get these on here. You can put in cards 5%, we just read that as well. You can unlock more momentum slots by doing well in PvP. PvP modes will appear here. Tap the start button, search when you're ready and matched up with an opponent. Here are some cards to make sure you're prepared. I'm sure this is going to give us a bunch of silvers and all that junk. Yes. And with PvP, you don't, it's not dependent on the best cards. It's only based on your tiers. So if you are Emerald tier, it's going to match you with similar tiers as well. Let's check out these momentums just so you can see what the stats look like. Now, remember, it's only 5%, so it's 5 per 100, 50 per 1,000. And so all of these stats will jump and you'll be able to see a significant boost. But once we start getting into the 10s, 50s, hundreds of thousands, these are really going to make a huge difference. So, yeah, there's where the Steve Nash looks like right there with the momentum on there. It is the best card in the game right now, so of course we're going to put it in there. Let's edit our deck. We have, you know, just for the sake of strats, you know, let's just throw in a bronze because we want to drop this deck down just a little bit. We got Ami right there. Let's drop this down a little bit as well. It's going to take a minute to try to think about, you know, what strats you want to use, what, all of that stuff. You know what? We probably should just match up the arrows just in case I don't have any up arrows. Do I? No, I don't. I'm sure I have a silver up arrow. Let's try to put in a silver up arrow. Yeah. And then we'll put in a down arrow for the bronze over there. So we at least have some matching arrows. That way we can do singles, we could do tags. And actually I switched out and put in 2 down arrows, 2 up arrows, up and a down. But there are definitely tons of strats that you can use by doing this. This is basically just quit game, except you're versus a real opponent. And so let's take a look at the leaderboards. Actually, let's take a look at the rewards real quick and make sure that they're set up exactly the same, which it does look like they are. There are a few different rewards that you can earn in PvP. Here you can see the momentum slots, the packs, all of that stuff. Now, my personal experience, PvP packs, at least in WWE SuperCard, suck butt. They look good, but they suck. You never get anything any good. But that's, you know, every once in a while you will pull something decent. So I don't want to say 100% of the time they're always bad, because they're not always bad. But most of the time, I mean, I've gotten tier 7 top rewards multiple times. Never pull anything good in them. And finally, you can spend your SuperCoins, yeah, in the Superstore. Okay, so this is a grind. I'm not going to lie, and being that this is one single game mode to get tier 7, if it's the same amount of points, it's 26,000 points or so to get to tier 7, and that's a lot of games. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of games. So don't think you're just going to jump in and be able to get tier 7 no problem. It does take a grind, but the momentum slots are worth it, no doubt about it. It's really super easy. It's only like 1,000 total points to get to tier 2, which is 2 momentum slots, which is pretty easy. And then after that, it starts to jump. But looking at these packs, it's always based on your top 8. And so the lowest pack, you can only get up to a sapphire. And then the middle pack, you can only get up to a ruby. And then finally, the main pack, the last pack, you can get to your Ami tier. Now, like I said, well, you know what? These actual packs are probably going to end up being better than in WWE, because since we have so many tiers in WWE, those percentages are spread out over multiple cards, multiple tiers. And so I think in the top pack, it's like the top 5 tiers or something like that that you can pull in that top pack, not just the top 2 tiers. So it is going to be a little bit different, but looking at the leaderboard, if you're in Platinum League, this is the amount of SuperCoins you can get. We're going to start in Bronze. And so how it's going to work is, I believe, assuming that it's set up exactly the same, everybody's going to start out in Bronze, right? And so you're going to have 20 people in your league, and the top 5 people in that league are going to move up to Silver, okay? And so then you're going to play a round or a week of PvP again, and then the top 5 people in the Silver League are going to move up to Gold League, and then from Gold, you're going to get up to Platinum. So it's going to take at least a month for you to get into this Platinum tier. But what you're going to want to aim for is going to be that top 5. If you want to move up leagues, you got to get top 5, being that everybody is bronze. Hopefully you get stacked in a league in which they do not play very much, because it might get sweaty in the beginning. You have to get top 5. Everybody's going to want to be top 5. Everybody's going to want to move up leagues. So get ready to sweat. Rank 1, 3,500 credits. I guess I misspoke. I was thinking that it was like 2,000, but 3,500 credits. I've never even made top 500 or top 1,000. I've never made top 1,000 in global. So I don't even ever think about that. But, you know, if you have, like I said, if you have lots of time or a fantastic bot, I guess you can grind out for this top 1 spot. Now looking at the leaderboard, this is where you can see your league, how many points you are away from that top 5. Here's another thing I forgot to mention, because since we're all starting in Bronze League, so when you have your 20, maybe it's 25, I can't remember actually, we're gonna take a look here in a second, but 25 people, then the bottom 5 of every league actually move down a league. So if you're in Silver next week and you get the bottom 5, you're going to go down to Bronze. And so you're going to be Bronze for the next week. So you don't want to be in the bottom 5. You want to be in the top 5, or at least in the middle if you're at least happy grinding in the league you're in. Here are the list of the PvP leaderboards. You can learn your rank, where you're competitive in your league, yada, 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 and your teammates. League leaderboards are categorized by Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum. You're going to start in the Bronze League. You'll need to finish in the top 5 of your current league. You move up a tier, next high tier, get better rewards, etc. But they didn't mention that bottom 5 drop down. I'm going to assume that to be the case, because that's how it is in WWE. It doesn't shows that we're the only person in our league right now. We got global 415 points already. Killer Spook is already on the grind. Look at this. We got Swaggy B. We got Uncle Luke. Yo, okay. We got some people on the grind already. Just ready to go. That's kind of cool, though. And then looking at the team, you can see how many points your teammates have. Now, I would definitely recommend, especially when team events come. When team events come, you need to set a required amount of momentum slots. Typically, in most teams, it's either going to be 2 or 3. 2 is absolutely easy to get. If you can't get 2, then you obviously are not even playing the game whatsoever. 3 is a little bit more, but still reasonable to request if you're a team owner. So think about those 2 things. It's really not difficult to get 3, but 2 is at least absolutely mandatory for every single team. Because like I said, you put in the momentums and then you add them to your team deck and those team cards for team events and stuff. Okay, let's jump into this PvP. See if we can win our very first game. We got a Ruby ++ tier right off the jump. We'll see how it goes. Nigel. We're going to hit him with that Steve Nash with momentum. See how he likes that. Probably not very much. He probably didn't like that very much. He saw that Steve Nash and he's like, no thank you, man. No thank you. Let's hit him with the Dirk event card now. Bam! Dario Saric. Hey, the Phoenix Suns, though. I can't hate on that. There we go. Let's get another single. We got offense. I don't have a support card for that. I would have used it. Boom! Oh, he used the support card. We're going to get beat because, of course, he has defense. I'm a little surprised about this. Maybe he has a bronze in there. Like, why? His cards were comparable to mine, at least. Oh, it was a bronze. Okay. So we beat him. We beat him with the bronze support card in the end. So that's how we get our first dub of the year. We beat him with the bronze support card. Now, some of these are going to be bots. They're not always going to be real live PvP people. Just depending on, you know, how many points you have. Depending on when you match up. Depending on any of that stuff. That very well could have been a bot. I don't know. But easy way to tell is that when you start the matchup, if you quickly click your card and the second you click it, it drops down and goes over, then you can kind of tell that it's a bot, because the bot automatically picks the card. You can see the card move before it picks, you know. And if it's an opponent, you'll get like a delay, waiting on opponent. Some type of prompt will pop up, something about an opponent. So sometimes you're actually gonna get bots and stuff. We'll have to see how many they get. But here we go, 35 points, which is not a lot. 375 to get to tier 1. Now keep this in mind, guys. We're talking 35 points. In order to get tier 7, you need like 26,000 points. So that's why I said it's you know, it's a grind. It's a grind. We got some super coins. We get some picks, which is a little bit better. All right, before we jump back in, let me explain a few more things. Okay, you might have noticed that you've earned some PvP points. Those points will fill up your momentum meter, unlocking momentum slots after the PvP league ends. Your points also determine your league rank leaderboard. The higher your rank, the more super coins you'll earn when PvP ends. So whatever tier you're in. Bronze, you're not going to earn that many. Silver, you're going to earn more, etc., etc. You get up to platinum. It's up to 2,000 for first place. And you do get a lot. Right before we jump back in the court, you might want to take a look at your deck. Even small changes can be the difference between winning and losing. And lastly, here is where you can see how much time is left in the PvP league. Once the league ends, final standings will be calculated, rewards will be handed out. PvP is great to compete against others, earn super coins, rack up some draft picks, good luck, and have fun. Okay, well, I mean, I like that it's in here. We kind of figured that head-to-head was coming. That was one of our guesses. I said, you know, whatever game mode was similar to War. And so yeah, head-to-head, we figured that would be here. There's certainly other PvP game modes that are similar to, you know, that they could use in WWE SuperCard and just make some adjustments. But we'll have to see how long it takes to get another one. But at least we do have something now for everybody to play. Now, I really didn't pay attention, but it does look like for that one single game of PvP, we got a whole 3 super coins. Now, each individual game is obviously not going to be where your super coins come from. You will get some, obviously, by playing, and they'll accumulate and add up, and it's a nice little bonus. But the majority of your super coins is obviously going to come in your league rewards and when the PvP is over. And so you can easily get, when you're in Platinum League, you can easily get a couple thousand every single time you do PvP. So that will be a good addition. But anyways, I tried to check champions. I tried to check something in TBG to see what they exactly changed. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything changed in the rewards. I don't know. Maybe it's, hopefully they fixed TBG and more deck balancing. That is certainly one thing that I really hope they do. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it. Y'all going to have to let me know in the comments what you think about this game mode. I'm excited it's here. We figured PvP, team events. I was hoping for team events more than PvP because, I mean, momentums are really going to be useless just yet. I mean, they kind of will be helpful for solo events, but I don't know. I'm just more of a team person. I want the team stuff. I would like some of that stuff, but it's still a good addition. We knew it was coming, this one or the other one first, and so yeah, hopefully y'all do enjoy the game mode and grind it out and get that top 5, move up ranks, get some super coins and all that stuff. But either way, guys, let me know in the comments if you do figure out what the other changes were and if they did anything else. But I'll see y'all next time. I am out. Peace.